Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. My name is Jessica Gunning. I am a pediatric physical therapist. I am also a Emerald with Plexus, and I am coming on here to talk to you guys today about GLP-1s. I know it is a really hot topic and I'm super excited. Actually, my friend Mandy is on here and she has some experience herself. So I'm going to let her on at the end and just kind of let her give y'all her just a quick little testimony of her personal experience. I actually have some experience myself. I was pre-diabetic. Um, so I had pre-diabetes. Diabetes actually runs in my family. I did try a GLP-1 shot years and years ago, probably 10 years ago, and I took one shot and I felt like I had food poisoning for 2 days, and I was like, oh, no, 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 this is not for me. I could not, I just knew I'm a big baby. So that only lasted one time and I was like, oh no, this is not for me. So that was actually when I started I started Plexus 5 years ago, and my blood sugar was all over the place, total roller coaster. I was actually on metformin. Then I hated metformin. I didn't think it did anything for me. Just kind of upset my stomach, made me constipated. And then I took Farxiga, and I think that played into me being very dehydrated, and I long story short, ended up in the hospital. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to change something. And one of my very good friends that I worked with told me about Plexus and gut health. And I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, the Slim drink was created for diabetics, really. It has chromium and it helps with your blood sugar balance and also helps with gut health. So I was like, okay, let's do it. And I have just been off of my medications. I've been taking Plexus, but I definitely changed the way that I eat as well. And Plexus has done so much more for me than any of my medications had. So, what I truly just want to educate you guys and just give y'all some. I feel like education is empowerment, and I think that GLP-1 shots absolutely, obviously have a place for people. And I think that it's a great bridge. And for people who are really looking to, they've struggled with their weight, they've struggled with their blood sugar, they need a jumping off point. Their doctors are recommending GLP-1 shots. And if that is the starting point for them, that is great. There are benefits to them. Of course, we have seen it a million times. People are having improved blood sugar balance because that's exactly what it does. So, what a GLP-1 shot does, and they have pill form or they have shot form. It is mimicking a natural GLP-1 gut hormone that you already have in your body and you already produce. So it's mimicking that. It's going to increase your insulin all over your body. It's going to increase your insulin and which helps lower your blood sugar. So that is what people are really using it for. But it also makes you feel fuller longer. So if you know anybody who has taken the shot, you know that they feel very full. They can only eat very small amounts. So that is a portion of it as well. And then it decreases the amount of glucagon. So that also helps with your blood sugar regulation. Um, so what we have seen and what has been shown over studies, I feel like there are studies on this, and the shots have been out for a long time, but it's hard to say exactly, you could pick and choose any study you want. But what I have even personally seen is a lot of people are having muscle loss and they're starting to say, you could be losing muscle mass 30 to 50% of that weight loss that you're losing is muscle mass. Now, being a physical therapist, whoo, that is hard for me to hear because as we age, we need muscle mass. Y'all, you don't want to lose muscle mass. You want to lose fat. And you actually don't want to just lose that visceral, I'm sorry, you want to lose visceral fat. And a lot of times what they're losing is more of a subcutaneous fat and muscle. So your muscle is so important as you're aging, not only for strength, but it helps with your metabolism and with your blood sugar regulation as well, having good muscle mass. So, what is happening is that people are getting off of the GLP-1 shot, and then they're having a very hard time maintaining that weight loss. So, yes, absolutely. Metabolic currency. I love that word. It's so important as we get older. So, it is a huge concern to me that people are, wanting to either slow down on the amount that they're taking, that they're taking of a GLP-1 or get off of the shot. So they're having a very hard time with that, keeping that weight loss. So that's where Plexus comes in. And I love that we have something that can be used in conjunction with a GLP-1. So our products work in a different mechanism. So can they be taken at the same time? Absolutely. Do you need to monitor your blood sugar? Absolutely. Because our products do work. The chromium in our products in Slim, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Slim, that is what is going to help with your blood sugar. So we have a Slim microbiome activating. That's this one here. And then we also have a Slim hunger control. So both actually help with your natural GLP-1 hormone. And the really cool thing is that your GLP-1 hormone that you produce naturally is 90% in your gut. And that is what our products are working on. It actually only 10% of it is in your bloodstream. So when you're using a mechanism of a shot, it's not, you're bypassing that gut. So yeah, you're mimicking a natural GLP-1 hormone, but is it the same mechanism? No. So our products actually do help the gut hormone and it's working in your gut. So microbiome activating it helps increase Akkermansia in your gut, which is a beneficial microbe. And they did a study, and I thought this was super interesting, that lean people have more Akkermansia in their body and in their gut than obese people. They actually have shown that, and that is something that they have done studies on microbiome activating to show that it improves your Akkermansia in your gut. So you're actually looking at more lean mass rather than fat mass with microbiome activating. Now, Slim Hunger Control has polydextrose in it, so that is a different fiber, and that is just more to keep you fuller longer. So it kind of works that same way on your GLP-1 hormones to make you feel fuller. I think that we all kind of know, I think y'all all know that Plexus Slim alone is amazing, but it's not the total package. So I love that we have, my favorite is Triplex. And I really think this is going to help so many people. So with the delayed gastric emptying so hunger control does not increase the Akkermansia in your gut. It works with the polydextrose. So I don't think that it has the exact same mechanism as the Akkermansia. Yes. If somebody is microdosing and would be looking for more like appetite suppressant and more weight loss, I would send them more to hunger control than the microbiome activating. Um, oh yes, so microdosing is just a really small amount of the GLP-1 shot. Okay, so BioCleanse is my favorite for to go with Slim. And for all of my people on the shot, so with this delayed gastric emptying, they're seeing more constipation and they're seeing more reflux because you're delaying your gastric emptying. So BioCleanse is a lifesaver for them. Um, Magnesium is so important, and I love our magnesium hydroxide and that it's combined with the vitamin C, bioflavonoids, because it's just a very gentle scrub to move everything out. So this absolutely helps with my people who are constipated. Um, Probio 5 absolutely necessary. If you're going back in either after the shot or during and you want to support your gut, Probio 5 is it. It has digestive enzymes. It has multiple strands in it. It also has grapeseed extract, so it's going to help with candida overgrowth of the gut. That is why it is our favorite. A couple of other products that I absolutely love and I see where they can come in as a benefit, especially for people who are getting off of the shot, would be balance and block because that helps block sugar and carb absorption. Those are two that we use. And then because they're seeing so much appetite suppressant, it's very difficult for them to get enough protein in a day. So, with lack of protein, you're talking about lack of nutrients, you're talking about possible hair loss. People have seen that a lot, laxity of the skin. Collagen is huge, and our Joyome collagen is chef's kiss phenomenal. I absolutely love it. Lean, our protein powder. I drink it every single morning. Absolutely love it because you're getting 20 to 30 grams of protein depending on what you're mixing it with. And that could be helpful to our customers that feel like they're not getting enough protein in a day because it is vital to get enough protein in a day. Um, Creatine, yes, ma'am. That is a brand new product we have. Creatine would be great for people who are seeing more muscle loss as well. I love that for them. Um, X Factor Plus is another one. It has aloe in it, so its absorption rate is phenomenal. So a lot of times, if they're just to fill in the nutrient gaps, if they feel like they're not getting enough nutrients from their food because they're just eating such small amounts, X Factor Plus would be absolutely great for them. Um, I really want to let Mandy talk a little bit because she has experience and she was on a GLP-1 shot and she has transitioned now to taking Plexus. She looks woo! If y'all are not following her, baby, she looks better than ever. I love seeing her posts. You can see the confidence and it's just amazing. And so I'm gonna let her talk and tell y'all her experience. Can you
Yep.
unmute it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
us.
Okay.
So I was on the GLP-1 for about a year and a half and lost 75. I did the semaglutide. I didn't do like the stronger ones. And I lost it at a slower pace. But also like whenever I went, that my doctor had told me like, look, like y'all said, the biggest weight loss is because you're losing muscle mass. So like she stressed with me about lifting weights, adding that to help your muscle because a lot of people see the number on the scale dropping, but it's because you're losing the muscle mass. Um so I did have I guess more guidance than some people who just go to a weight loss clinic and they're like, hey, here's the shot. Like I was monitored. Only downfall I had was the constipation. So BioCleanse has been my saving grace because even after having my gallbladder removed, it, the shot still the constipation was miserable. But I transitioned to Plexus. I started that probably my last month of doing the shot because I knew I wanted to get off of it because long term wise. And I knew that the main cause of most of our issues is in our gut. So why not do a gut health company, that's focuses on that. Um, my biggest thing right now is staying off the scale because I'm focusing on the number of the scale when even though like Caitlin keeps telling me, she's like, stay off the scale because your gut, you're cleaning out of everything and your inflammation is gone, but you're working out. So you are building muscle. Whereas before you were losing it, even though you were lifting weights because you were on the shot. So my biggest thing, like what I would recommend, like if you have anybody who's interested in either getting off the shot or combining, like stress to them, make sure you're eating enough protein, make sure you're working out because yes, the GLP-1, it curbs your appetite. You have to almost make yourself eat most of the time. But if you're not working out, when you get off of it, and if you're not changing your lifestyle with your eating habits, what you do daily, once you get off of anything, you're just going to gain that weight back and some.
Yeah.
So you just have to, I mean, tell them make sure you're eating the protein, do our lean shakes, take your vitamins. It was easier for me to not gain the weight back because I changed my lifestyle. But that's even if people just start the supplements. If you
Yeah.
don't give it time and trust the process and you make the changes, it's not a magic pill. You can't just take, there's no such thing. You can't just take that and your whole entire life changes. You have to literally like dive in. And that's what has helped me with Plexus. And I feel better than even before I was on the shot, during the shot. But I've trusted the process. I lean on the people above me. And we are kind of there for now, those that are interested in getting off the shot and, helping them change their life in a more positive way. So,
I love that.
yep.
I appreciate that. I feel like it's so important to understand and really help people. Um, there's no shame in taking the shot and losing the weight, but you have to understand that there needs to be that lifestyle. My whole thing just cut out. I am so sorry. I was like, oh, did I run out of time already? No, I did not. So sorry about that. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Um, but yes, I think it's so important to empower people and to really help them understand that um you can build back up that muscle mass. You can change your lifestyle. You can change the way that you eat because you're having a different relationship with food now. You really understand what it means to feel full and what it feels like to have your blood sugar more balanced. And I love that our products really work on that and they work it is slower. I think that you have to trust the process, like you said. And I think that we have so many people that they get in this quick fix mindset and they're like, well, I'm not dropping a pound a week anymore. Like I was losing like a pound here, a pound there. And it's a little dangerous. Because is that healthy? Maybe not. You want to do something that you could maintain over the rest of your life because look, one day we're going to be 70, one day we're going to be 80. We want to be, grandparents and running around with kids at that point. So is it all about just weight loss? No. And I think that that is kind of our mission is to continue to talk to people about gut health is a long-term sustainable thing that you could work on, that you can improve with these products, that it it's going to help with all of that. And I do y'all have any do y'all have any questions? I like kind of saw the chat and then it was a little hard to like keep up with the chat. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I absolutely think that our products are a perfect way to help with, support people's gut while they're transitioning or getting off the shot. I think I am firing my Wi-Fi company. I don't know what is happening today. Anyway, guys, I am so sorry. Thank y'all so much for being on. Thank you so much, Mandy. I hope this was helpful to y'all and hopefully will be helpful to your customers too. Love you guys. Thank you.